I just wish that older folk would pause before dispensing indiscriminate and unsolicited life advice. I do like talking to seniors once in a while as there's some wisdom to be had, particularly from their cautionary tales. I just wish that they would stop imposing their values on us as if they're infallible formulas to success in life. When they hear us talk about how work has become toxic and unsatisfying, complain about the lack of work life balance, and contemplate job hopping and career shifts, they often have this dismissive and condescending take on things, implying that we're just not gritty enough and that we just lack their drive and discarte. What bugs me more is when they preface their speech with, "Kami nga noon," assuming that the circumstances they faced back then are exactly the same ones we face today. But they're not. The conventional nuggets of supposed wisdom they hold true typically don't apply directly to our situation anymore. Take money matters and work, for instance. When I think about the economic situation now compared to when I was growing up, they're just not the same. We were a lower middle class family growing up. Our father was a government employee while our mother stayed at home to take care of us. Income wise, our dad took in what in today's money would be worth around 65,000 pesos a month gross. And with that, he was able to send my sister and I to school, with one of us even attending an expensive private school. We never missed a meal. We lived in a one-story home in a small gated community, the mortgage for which was settled through that meager salary. We didn't have a car until I was in high school, but considering the traffic conditions then, public transport wasn't as punishing as it is now. Life wasn't exactly comfortable, but it was decent. And our dad always seemed to have something extra to hand out to his siblings in the province. Now let's see if that can still work in today's situation. A 65,000 gross monthly income can barely support a middle-class lifestyle of a small family in Metro Manila. With the current tax laws, that means you'll just be netting around 48,000 a month. I did the math based on current property values, and that income wouldn't be enough to pay for a mortgage for a home the size and location of our old house. And there wouldn't be anything left for everything else. You wouldn't be able to buy a house, you'll just be renting. And if we apply certain metrics that consider home ownership as a requirement for membership in the middle class, then you wouldn't even be middle class at all. Today, I may be living a lifestyle perhaps a step or two above what I had as a kid. And my family now lives in a nicer house, in a nicer neighborhood. We can squeeze in a few comforts like indulging in hobbies like video games. And we can take a yearly vacation without worrying if we'll have enough left to pay for the kids' private school tuition. Yet I feel that we have to hustle more to be able to afford all of this. Older folks seem to have been able to do so much more with their income compared to what I can do with mine. I mean, both the wife and I earn, and we still have to be very disciplined in investing, budgeting, and saving to make sure that all obligations are met every month. Partida, we had some very lucky breaks to be where we are right now, and the wise folks have been extremely supportive too. In contrast, for the most part of his professional life, my dad just had that one job. I think the situation isn't uncommon. Millennials all over the world are sharing similar difficulties achieving what their boomer parents were able to do. It's just that the pressure and condescension from boomers aren't helping at all. So I just hope that older folks would just consider that the world has drastically changed before dismissing our difficulties as a result of us being fragile little snowflakes. Our version of adulting has been made difficult, and I even have a feeling that their generation has got something to do with how ours got screwed. So please, older folks, give us a bit of a break and stop it with the comparisons.